Invite a budget blind style consultant to show you how to transform your rooms just by changing your window coverings. Canada's #1 choice for window coverings. Visit budgetblinds.ca today.
This is Newcap News with Bart Pediasic.
Good evening. The Lloydminster RCMP are putting a new emphasis on catching those with arrest warrants in the city, and they're going to the media for help. Inspector Suki Mann sat down with Newcap News earlier today as he explains how the weekly program Lloydminsters Most Wanted works.
If you understand our criminal justice system, it's based on corrective behavior, and judges often refer to allowing people to serve their sentences in the community, and it's almost a self-development system. So people with warrants, they're out there, they need to face the litigation of whatever crime they've been alleged to commit. So we tend to use this tool for people that we have a difficult time of getting in contact with. So normally we provide them, an officer will go to the normal routes to find them. And if they can't get to there, we will resort to publicly putting their picture out and their name and the crime that they're alleged to have committed. And it's a good tool because people will know where they are. It helps us be more efficient.
We all know that policing can be a dangerous job no matter what community you're living in. Does the recent situation in Edmonton where that one police officer was shot and killed unfortunately while he was serving a warrant, does that affect the Lloydminster detachment? It
affects everybody, including the municipal employees, the support staff, family. Every time something like that happens, it's a reminder of the dangers we face every day. And when you're doing your routine business, you don't always think about that, but these things, they definitely remind you, and we have to keep that in mind. And I think it's a tough thing for the public to remember that this is the life we live. There are extreme dangerous jobs out in civilian life, but in our life, that's what we face every day. There's nothing routine about our job. So yeah, it definitely does affect us, and I know personally I make sure that we're looking after each other, we're talking to each other, we're expressing ourselves to each other, and just doing a self-check and a check on your friends and co-workers.
And just a note, CKSA will have a live broadcast of the funeral of Constable David Woodall, the Edmonton police officer who was shot and killed last week, starting at 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Well, a strain of Clubroot is causing problems for prairie canola producers. There are 16 fields confirmed in Alberta with the strain that can overcome resistant varieties of canola. As Gerard Lampeau explains, one agronomist recommends that producers step up their preventative measures.
It's new in the fact that we did not know about it. But it's not new in the fact that it's likely been present in the soil.
Clubroot was first discovered in Western Canada near Edmonton in 2003. Since then, about 30 municipalities in the province have been affected. The spores have been detected just west of Lloydminster.
In Vermilion River County, there is, I think, 2 fields where the disease has been identified, but it's more on the western side of the county, so nothing right around Lloydminster itself.
Ryan Gabrielson farms about 40 minutes south of Lloydminster.
The spores are so prolific that we just grow Clubroot. I've just grown Clubroot resistant for the first time this year, and that's all a person can do, really.
It's usually transmitted in the soil, and researchers are not sure if it can become airborne and travel in the wind.
Researchers are working on that. They have identified that the pathogen can be present in the wind if soil is blowing in the wind. So on really dusty days, especially in those areas where farmers are still using conventional tillage, the disease could become airborne.
While this pathotype is resisting current varieties of canola, Yerke says producers should continue sanitizing equipment using resistant varieties, changing rotations, reducing tillage, and controlling weeds.
If the disease does arrive in their field, either it comes on equipment that's been contaminated with the disease, or it does blow in, I guess. However it does arrive in the field, If a grower is using a resistant variety, that will stop the disease from increasing its spores.
Early detection is key to saving a field since clubroot can reside in soil for 20 years.
If a farmer can find clubroot in the field when it first arrives there, your options for controlling it are much greater. You can keep those spore levels down to a minimum and stop them from increasing.
Gerard Lampow, Newcap News.